So look where we are after a little bit of a break. We're back out sailing again. So we've had a nice little couple of weeks. The boat's been tucked in the marina at Mackay. We had 5 days shore leave up on Hamilton Island. And we're back sailing again.
Yay!
So we're just on our way at the moment from Mackay up to Goldsmith Island, which is basically just up ahead here. We've got Bullion Rocks a bit closer. We've got to go around there, and then that's Goldsmith over in the background there. Just wobbling along with, we've got a full main and no headsail. We're just square running downwind in about, we've got about 14, up to 15, 16 knots at times, down to 10 or 12, but following sea. So we're just wobbling along at about 5 or 6 knots. It's all very pleasant. This is Brampton and Carlisle just over here, and off in the distance back there a little bit behind them is Keswick and St Bees Islands. So we're on our way up to Airlie to meet with Sam's mum and dad, who are doing a cruise, and they've got a day's stopover in Airlie, so we've still got a week or so to get there. So we're just going to go and have a bit of a look along the way. We haven't been to Goldsmith before, have we?
Nope, we didn't stop there.
We dodged it on the way here, so we're going to probably stop in there. We've got a couple of days of fairly strong southerly sou'easters, so we'll either go there or maybe up to Shore Island again. Burning Point's always a good spot. Oh, you're right there. You're tired. You've just been asleep for an hour. Anyway, it's all good. So that's Airlie Island back there in the centre screen. And then we're just coming along the side of Bullion Rocks. A few hundred metres away there. And we're heading up ahead, that little round top sort of island up ahead. It's one of the Ingot Islands. We're just going to go around there, and then in the background over there is our destination, Goldsmith. So just still cruising along, still got just the full main up, no headsail. We're running almost dead square, sometimes even a bit over square. And we're kind of just cruising along at, I don't know, 6 knots-ish, 12 to 15 knots of breeze, something like that. Very cruisy today. We covered some good miles considering we haven't used the headsail, so yeah, it's nice. Very pleasant day. So we're just going down the inside of the Ingot Isles. Quite a pretty little area. And we've just got to go around the point up ahead here. And you can see we've got our heady up there, got a little bit light, and tide's just turned, I think, so just started to push a little bit of tide as well. So fortunately it went a little bit east at the same time, so we can get a bit of an angle for the headsail there, just. There we are then, we just rounded the corner onto the north side of Goldsmith Island. So we're going to go up to the far anchorage up here. It's a pretty nice little beach just here, not too bad at all. Barrier Island, just going to go around the inside of that, up to the next anchorage up there at Ryland Bay. Precious just getting everything ready up in the bow. To anchor. Yeah, so just going through a little passage between Farrier Island and Goldsmith. We're just starting to open up Ryland Bay here now, up in front. A couple of moorings there. Looks like there might be one boat on a mooring already, but we're going to drop the pick so we don't have to worry about it banging into the boat all night. Yeah, it looks quite pleasant in here. Not too much swell getting through here by the looks of it. Hopefully it should be a nice quiet night. That's Farrier Island over there. Looks like there's a little residence on the island. Nice spot. Not a bad little hang just there. outlook. Beautiful little beach here in Royland Bay. I think we'll go and anchor up over near that mooring, I think. Just tuck up in the corner. Yeah, very pleasant spot. Hey, you big fella.
That's a huge turtle. Look at him.
Hang on. What you doing? He's off. That's Farrier Island. We came through that passage between Farrier and Goldsmith just in front there on the way in. Quite a pretty outlook from this place. Back up towards the Whitsundays. So lures out, obviously we're on the move. So we've got a strong wind warning forecast for the next couple of days, so we decided the best option was to bail out from where we were up at Goldsmith Island. It's a little bit rocky and rolly through the night back there, but not too bad. So that's Goldsmith right off in the distance back there, you can see. And then basically we're just coming past the corner of Shore Island here and Platypus Rock. You might be able to just see the little isolated danger mark there on that on Platypus Rock. Pretty much centre screen, I think. We're running along the sort of western side there of Shore Island. We're actually going to make our way all the way up to Gulnair Inlet today. So that's up past Hamilton, go through Dent Passage. We've got to wait for the tide a little bit this afternoon to get in there, but yeah, just cruising, doing some miles at the moment. We're still topping up our batteries after last night, so we'll probably turn the motor off very shortly. We've just got a reef in the main today. With the strong wind warning forecast, we just decided to put a reef in, but we've really only had about up to about 13 or 14 knots of breeze. Haven't had very much at all really, so been kind of just motor sailing along with the tide, making the most of it. You can probably see the old Lindeman Island Resort over there, and then this is Burning Point just in front of us. Did think about stopping there. It's a pretty nice anchorage in behind there, but they're talking about it getting up to close to 30 knots tonight. So Gulnair is a pretty nice little anchorage then. Don't have to worry about swell. Very, very protected spot. But I do like it in behind Burning Point there. So motor's off. Headsail's poled out. Still got our reef in, just in case it blows in a bit. But yeah, back to sailing again now. So just coming down past Lindeman Island over there. You can see the old resort there with the beach in front. That's just looking back up into Burning Point anchorage. Still only 10 knots of breeze. It's choppier than that, but only got 10 knots. But we're doing our sixes, so we're always happy when we're doing that. Plenty of time today, no hurry, so batteries are charged. We'll just wobble our way there. So it's good morning from Whitsunday Passage. Haven't done much filming the last few days. It's been a bit of a little bit of Groundhog Day. We've had 4 days continuous strong wind warnings, so we managed to spend the whole 4 days in Gulnair Inlet. So it's just north of Hamilton Island. Beautiful protected little anchorage there. Pretty much got to be one of the best anchorages really in the Whitsundays as far as protection goes. It's a pretty nice spot. So at the moment we're just motoring across towards Unsafe Passage, that little pass between the islands up ahead. on our way over to Airlie Beach. Sam's mum and dad are doing a cruise and they're stopping at Airlie tomorrow. So we're going to go over and just meet them. We haven't seen them for a few months, so yeah, that's the plan today. The weather gods have been kind. The breeze is back to 15 to 20 today, so it's actually only about 8 or 9 knots at the moment. It's very light, so we're motoring at the moment. Got the fishing rod out. Yeah, so we'll just pass through in between North Molle there and Mid Molle, through Unsafe Pass, and then across to Airlie Beach. Anchor up out the front of the sailing club, I think. So that's our plan. It's been a bit quiet the last few days. Just a lot of chilling out. Not much else. How's your last few days been, Precious?
Boring.
It's been pretty chilled, hasn't it? We haven't done very much at all. We just chilled out in Gull there and took it easy for a few days. A little bit of fishing,
Bit of sunbathing.
bit of sunbaking, but that's about it, right? Be good to catch up with your mum and dad tomorrow though, huh?
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Haven't seen them for a while. Be a bit of fun. Go and do a bit of shopping, get a bit of fresh food again, and yeah.
Get some retail therapy.
Oh, I don't know if we need that, do we? You'll live without that, that'll be alright. You guys are having a crack. Language, please. So we're just sitting here off the Whitsunday Sailing Club at Airlie Beach, and apparently there's going to be a lunar eclipse tonight. So this is what the moon looks like at the moment. It's just a nice big full looking moon. In about 30 minutes the eclipse is supposed to start, so let's see what happens. So I'm not sure that this is going to show up too well, but this is supposed to be the first part of the eclipse, and all I'm really seeing is that bottom edge of the moon just looking a little bit fuzzier there now. But early days yet, so we'll see how it progresses. Okay, so you can start to see the shadow of the Earth starting to cast across the moon there. What was a full moon is now only sort of a half a one, and still got a bit to go. So this is something we don't do every day. Bit of sailing to windward. Got up around 20 knots of breeze. Our little boat, we don't need too much sail up in this, so still got our number 3 headsail we always carry. We've got a big reef in the main, well, one reef in the main anyway. Yeah. We're just going over to South Molle, so we're just going to cross over the Molle Passage here, and we'll probably just donk on the last little bit. Bit of fun though, doing around the 5 knot range, something like that. 30 to 40 degrees, true. Not bad. just heading into the resort here at South Molle, the old resort anyway. Gonna see if we can tie up out here onto the jetty. Bit of a rolly night, a little bit rolly anyway, more jiggly, and the dinghy was noisy out on the marina on the mooring last night. We did anchor, but just a little bit blowy, and it kept changing directions all the time. So it wasn't too bad really, just noisy. Alright, we'll see if we can find someone to tie up here. We'll go for a little stroll.
So it looks in very good condition.
Yeah, so the resort might be derelict, but the actual jetty here looks like it's all almost new. Looks like it's in very good nick. Not sure the reason for that. Maybe they were going to get things going again and then stopped, but must have been a pretty nice resort back in its day. Just looks beautiful, doesn't it? Until you come around and have a look over this way. And seen better days. What a waste, huh? Have a look at the view they've got out here. Pretty specky. Pool doesn't look too inviting anymore. Looks like it could have been a bit of a water course here. A bit of rain, I'm sure it would be. Not too bad, is it? Fairly gentle.
Nice in the shade.
It's in the shade, it's fairly gentle, nice wide track. Pretty flat, not too many trip hazards. Pretty easy, but it is uphill for another 1.7 k's apparently. So we come out of the nice bushy overhanging area. Some little ocean glimpses. We're coming to a bit more open area now. Ranger Sam over there. Get the camera out. This is love of life. There's a nice view from here though. Certainly get some nice views on this walk. Check this out for a view. And we're not even at Spion Kop yet. Beautiful. Looking over towards Sid Harbour, Sid Island there in the background. And you can see right off in the distance is Dent Island and Hamilton Island. And that's looking down south there further. Probably down towards Ladysmith. This is Planton Island, just in front here. And then that's Denman Island, the little one, just to the right of the Black Boys there. Then you're looking down towards Long Island and Happy Bay off in the distance a little bit. The boat's all going around the northern side of it there. A resort just on the western side. What did you say you think this island should be called?
Black Boy Island.
You can't say Black Boy. Looking over towards Mid Molle and North Molle. Getting up there now. It's the first set of steps. Well, the second set actually. There's a couple just back a little bit. That's the first time we've had the step. It's been a nice gentle path, the rest of it. Now it's starting to get a bit more serious. The last quarter of it's getting a bit steeper. Hit some stairs, a few retaining walls.
So, I made it. Didn't have a heart attack. Finally there. Let's check out the view. Wow. Let's go up here. See what's up this way. There we go. Look at that.
Is it all right?
Magnificent.
Do you think it's worth the walk?
There are no words to describe its beauty.
Yeah, that is pretty special. Oh good, the boat's still down there.